After talking to somebody on Facebook that collects cockroaches, we're pretty sure that these are Turkish cockroaches, so they are bilateralis to be specific. And if you have a keen eye, you'll see something really exciting next to that banana that I took out. So this is going to be the new enclosure. It's just a plastic bin from Walmart that we drilled some holes into. That's just got coconut fiber in there, some lava rocks. They're from St. George, and so those I thought would be a good hide, and then just a plant for it to hide under. It's really frantic, so we've got a lot of work to do to make sure that it's more comfortable in here. But first we need to grab the female, which you guys will see in just a second, and then do something that really confused my wife.
You're boiling leaves.
For safety. So like I perfectly described to my wife, I was boiling these leaves that I found outside so that I could put them in as like a leaf litter with the cockroaches so they'd have a place to hide, but I needed to boil them to make sure they were safe. After I left them in the oven for a while at like 200 degrees Fahrenheit, they were dry enough that I could put them into the enclosure. You can see that the cockroaches were out and they were pretty frantic when I opened it up, very skittish. But after I put the leaf litter in, they've been a lot less frantic and a lot happier, so I'm really pleased with that. This originally was going to be a communal setup, like multiple inverts, but something changed my mind about that I'll show you guys in a second. So a few days later, I was going in to feed them, and I had given them some food earlier, but I was going in to check on them, and it's been moist in there, it's been humid, and so everything's been good, and I found that I couldn't really find the cockroaches. They weren't in any of the leaf litter, and so I kept looking, and eventually I found them hiding under some of the fake flowers over in the lava rocks. If you look closely, you can see that it looks like almost like the female is pooping, and then it ran over and hid in a corner of the enclosure. So I knew what that was, and it made me really excited. And actually, I didn't tell you guys the whole truth when I was cleaning out the enclosure earlier. I said that you might be able to see something if you look close, but let me show you what I was talking about. So knowing that our cockroaches had mated, when I was looking through their enclosure, I was looking for these and was ecstatic to find them. So this species of cockroach doesn't give live birth and it doesn't lay single eggs. It lays something called an egg case. You can see it sticking out of the butt of this cockroach right here. And I went through and I found 4 of them. And that was before finding the female laying the egg case today. So having seen it starting, I was actually able to take a little bit of a time lapse of the female laying it, and it took a very long time. But it was really interesting to see the different motions that the female was putting into the egg case as she laid each individual egg. So an egg case like this in a cockroach could contain up to 50 or more babies. And this being the 5th one, I'm really hoping that we'll have a lot of baby cockroaches really soon. So for any of you out there that want to raise cockroaches, when you find an egg case like this with your mother, they need to stay in a fairly humid climate in at least 80 degrees temperature. Like I said, I live in Provo, Utah, but these are from St. George, Utah, which is a much hotter climate, so I've been really trying to keep them really warm. I've been doing everything I should, and so hopefully we'll see a lot of little cockroach nymphs running around in our enclosure. Another cool thing is that cool Theridian species we had on Spider Bed and Breakfast. I found her today with 2 egg sacs, so she's doing great. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe for more 8-legged cuteness weekly. Check out our Facebook if you haven't already, and have a great day, you guys.